creative space here in New South Wales, Australia, in Mount Elliot, on the beautiful Central Coast, where it's stinking hot outside. So great time for staying inside and creating. So I thought I'd have a bit of a play and show you something new again. We're going to do another sneak peek because I know how everybody loves those. I haven't sent out my catalogues yet, so jump on the chat if you'd like one and I'll add your name to my list. I do have a list of people that I'm wanting to send these to. So I haven't even sent out my Christmas cards yet, but I do need to get myself sorted. So, oh, now I can see. Okay. We're going to be looking today at Lighter Than Air. So when you do get your catalogues, it's on page 32 and 33 of your brand new summer, spring or summer autumn catalogue in Australia, spring in the States. And it's just a really pretty set. It's a set of balloons, hot air balloons. I know we've had hot air balloons before, but I do love them. Let me just flick the screen over to show you. All right, this is them. Okay, hopefully they're bright enough for you. I'm just moving the computer out of the way. This is them. They're really pretty pastels. I've been playing with Restream's things to try and stop the glare from the sun because it's quite bright at the moment. So we've got in the suite, from a colour perspective, we've got Petal Pink, Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath and Fresh Freezer, and you'll find all of those in this paper pack. All right, where you're going to get, it's quite pretty. It's like, it's called Lighter Than Air. There's, let me see, 48. Yep, 48 sheets. There's 8 of each one. There's 6, 8 of each sheet. There's 6 different double-sided designs. So let's see if I can fan them all out so you can see them all. Some nice purples here for Cheryl. She'll be most chuffed with those. Okay. And then when you turn them over, oops, that's not, they've got some pretty patterns on the back that are a bit plainer. Okay, on the back. There's that one there. So quite a pretty set. The whole suite has, in the suite, there's the designer series paper. There is also some baker's twine in 3 of the pretty colours. And we've also got some rainbow adhesive back dots because, you know, you can never have enough blingy type dots. Okay, and this is our hot air balloon stamp. So I will pull it out. I might just put that over there. Okay, we've got 12 stamps in here. There's a couple of sentiments, some that can go on the inside, some that can go on the outside. Nice stamps. I'm just going to take off this piece here and I'll just give them a clean so that we can get all of that, I don't know, shop brand new stuff, like yeah, you know what I mean, I'm a new stamp scungy stuff off them. Okay. Oh, I should have pulled out my new mat. So a couple of things are happening up in the Stampin' Up world at the moment. We've got the new catalogue launching on the 4th of January, so just after Christmas. Today we've got free shipping, so you can get any of your last minute goodies with your free shipping. Anyone that joins, put that in the wrong thing. Anyone that joins during celebration, which also starts on the 4th of January, there's a few bonuses, and one of them is a really nice glass mat, which I'll pull out for next week because I will go live next week. I know that there's 10,000 other things for us all to do just before Christmas, but that's fine. I won't be doing a Christmas card. I'll do another sneak peek. All right, so I'll put them back in there and I'll grab them out as I need them. Anyone that joins now can actually pre-order this. So if you don't want to wait or you want to shout yourself for Christmas, you can join now and you can pre-order this set. The whole suite together is $130. So you can get this suite plus something else. You could actually get this suite along with a whole heap of other goodies, probably 2 other sets, or an ink pad of all the different colours to go with it. And you'd still come in underneath. So we've got a couple of varieties of balloons. We've got the baskets, got a sentiment strip. We've got some clouds. There's quite a few things in there. So we're just going to wing it. We're just going to play it and see how we go. I've got some basic white cardstock. I've got some balmy blue. And then I've got the designer series paper. So what I thought is we're going to do a bit of stamping. Hi, Lowell. How you going? We're going to do a bit of stamping and we're going to do a bit of playing. Now, I did get some, I've had some really pretty Christmas cards land on in my mailbox, but this one arrived today. This is from my friend Julia, who's down, oh, where is she? Down south somewhere. And how cool is that? So I'm thinking I wouldn't mind having a go of making one of these. Now, it's bigger than your average card, and I thought I haven't made one before, but I thought we could have a play. So it uses up more. Oh, wow. Looks like she's used some 12 by 12 cardstock. And if I am thinking right, she's potentially just cut it in half. She has. Wow, that's clever. All right, well, I haven't got 12 by 12 cardstock to cut in half. Well, I do, but it's in the cupboard. So how are we going to play this? Let's make it with an A4 sheet and see if we can tweak it. But I'm going to have to send Julia a message and tell her how much I love this idea. I think it's great. It's a really cool fancy fold, because I know that I'm not the only one in my group that loves fancy folds. My auntie loves them, and so does my one of my friends, Cheryl. Have you all got your cuppa? I'm on the peppermint tea at the moment, so it's rather refreshing, even though it's stinking hot outside. So we're going to jimmy this to make it so that it's not half of a 6 by 6. So because if I notice, yeah. This is half of a 12 by 12 piece, so not half of a 6 by 6. I knew what I meant. So we're going to see if we can make something similar. So we're going to have to get our pen out and write our measurements down, because I haven't done anything like this before. But that's essentially what we're going to do. And I'm thinking that a sentiment piece and a balloon attached to this piece will actually work really nice. Look at these. Aren't they cute? She's done a beautiful job. So our cards are approximately 14.9 centimeters tall. So there's nothing stopping us doing it still the 14.9 centimeters tall. Or we could just bring it down to 14.5. What's this one? This one will be 15, because that's half of the 12 by 12. So let's round it up. Let's go 15. So who wants to write down the measurements for me? 15 centimeters by our A4. So we got cut it 15 centimeters by A4. All right. And the first score we're going to make is going to be 10.5, because our cards are always 10.5. Okay. So we'll score that one at 10.5 and fold it. All right. Just give that a bit of a burnish. Okay, so I'm thinking the piece at the front really needs to be probably about 2 inches. Let's say, do we want 1.5 inches or 2? Let's go with 1.5. Okay, and that piece is going to fold back like so. Okay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 scores have got to fit into that space there. So that was at 1.5. So let's write these down. Score at 1.5. One and a half. We'll do inches just because we can. So let's score at 1.5. Let's score it at 3 1/4. You know what I just did, don't you? Wrong colour. Let's see if it works first. Score it at 3 1/4. I'll have to get another piece of cardstock because I just cut it. All right. So that's going to be that. That's not going to work. All right. Oh, the creative process. Okay. So let's score it. Let's score it at 5 1/2. So that'll mean that goes like that, and that'll come in like that. So these two are not right. Okay. All right, so I'll get another piece of cardstock. Excuse me for 1 second. Here's some I prepared earlier. Sometimes this happens when you don't know what. All right, so I'm cutting it at 15. All right, let's keep it in inches, okay, guys? So cut it at 5 3/4. All right, 5 3/4. Turn it one way. Score at 10 1/2. 10 1/2. So that makes our normal. That would make our normal card front. But if we're staying in inches, we'll score it at 4 inches. Okay. Keep the knife away. Score it at 4 inches. Score it 4 inches on one side. So that becomes our base. And then from there, we're going to score it again. So that's 4 inches. So we want to score it at 6. Let's see what Julia's done. She scored it at 4, and then it looks like she scored it at 7 1/2. So I open up my trimmer. We'll score it at 7. Actually, we'll score it at 6 1/2. Let's see how that folds in. Okay. And then we score it at whatever that is. Score it again at 9. And then I'm actually going to trim it off because I don't want it to be hanging over there. So I now have a piece that is 29 centimeters. Okay. I should have left that on. Should I get another piece? No. Yep. Let's do it again. Take 3. So we went 5 3/4. Score at 4. Score at 6.5. And then what was it? Then it was 9. 4, 6.5, 9. And then that one's going to get, how big's that? That's 2 3/4. So we need half of that. So that's 1. So 2 3/4. So that's 1 2 3/8 is half of that, if I am correct. So I'm going to press it light. Okay. Wow, that was confusing. Might have to write instructions for this one. So we scored it at 9. I scored it at 4. Then 6.5, 9. Across there, and then this one here is going to go back to, I only want to go back that far. Probably shouldn't have scored this one. Okay. All right, so that ends up being our card. So it's sort of like a concertina. Oh, I do like that. All right, yep. Okay. So in case, for those that are writing down the measurements, we've got scored at 4, score at 4, 6.5, 9, and 10.5. Oh, sorry, I think that was 10 1/4. No, it's 10.5. My gosh, 10 1/4. 10 1/4. Okay, I'll put them in the comments below afterwards. Okay, or I'll link it on my blog, one or the other. Okay, so that's it. That's the base of our card. Don't mind all of this extra scrappy bits that we've got. We'll use them for something else. Okay, so we do need a piece of basic white, but I am going to put it on here. And I'm thinking we've got all these pretty patterns. So what I'm thinking, before we make the patterns, let's make our balloon, okay? So that we can make our balloon so that it actually looks pretty. Then we can pick the paper to go with it. What do you reckon? Okay, so our balloon stamp and our cutout pieces. This one here is our biggest balloon, which is what I'm thinking that I'm going to go with. Let's get a piece of basic white for that. Okay, and a block. This is block D. This is the biggest balloon. Okay, and I'm going to do a pool party balloon. Now, the dies, that piece for the sentiment, this piece here for the sentiment will also sit across the middle of our balloon. Okay, so I'm going to use it for that. All right, so I'm going to need that. I'm going to need the biggest balloon. Probably do some streamers as well. That one's our biggest balloon. That cuts that guy out. And then I think we need a basket, which is this cutie here. I do love how this time I have the basket separate. And that's this die here. Okay. Hip hip hooray, it's your birthday is what we're going to put stamp wise on here. Okay. And what else have we got? So we've got the big balloon, the basket. You could put these guys across the middle, but I'm actually going to put a flag across it. And then on the inside, I can put wish big. Okay. So I think that's all I need from there at the moment. If you wanted to, you can fill in, these pieces will fill in here in that balloon as well. Okay. So let's put this to the side. All right. You will need your foam mat because it is a photopolymer stamp set. So I'll just stick that underneath there. Now let's do a fresh freesia balloon. It's a bit bubbly, so it's been quite humid here. So what I find when see how it's a bit bubbly? I don't know if you can see that real easily. But when it's a bit humid, I notice that the ink pads can get really, they get bubbly. It's like they suck in the moisture a bit. So I just give them a bit of a rub down with a spoon and you get a better stamp. Okay. See, that's much better. All right, and then let's do a pool party. I've re-inked this, so I'm definitely going to give this one a bit of a polish down. Okay, put this one at this end. Up and away, hooray, it's your birthday. And I need a little tiny one of these, and I'm going to do that in, I might do that in petal pink. Yeah, why not? Let's go with a whole heap of different colours, hey? That one's better. Okay. So I've got to cut these guys out. So I'll just bring in the cut and emboss machine. These are small. They will fit through the mini if you've got a mini at home. But I'm just bringing in my big one. Okay. I'll cut these guys out. Now, this one is little. So I will use some washi tape to hold it down because it's little, it will wiggle. Don't need a lot, and you'll be able to see. Okay, so it's going to be, why does that not look right? I'm thinking I might have to cut that basket. That basket's not going to cut that out. That basket's going to cut round it. I'm going to cut that basket in blue. That's what I'm going to do because I've got plenty of blue to cut it in. So this is balmy blue. So that little basket's not going to work. That little basket will work if we stamp it somewhere. Okay. Up and away, it's your birthday is going to go like so. Hopefully this works good. Looking at the catalogue, it should. And then this one here, I'm also going to add a bit of washi tape too as well, just because we can. Why not, hey? Is that what we say? Okay, let's pop this through our machine. Oh, no, it's actually not that big an effort. Okay, Probably should have cut some clouds out while I was at it. That's okay. I have to go back through it again because, man, that one wiggled. Look at that. That wiggled so bad. I'm not happy with that one. Okay, so I'll shove it through again. This time I'll might get some clouds. I'll get some clouds out of the back of it. And my little basket. Oh, it's so cute. All right. That fits quite nicely in there. So I'll just turn this over and I'll stamp another balloon because I'm not happy with that balloon. Alrighty. 2 pieces of cardstock for every one. For every side. Every piece of cardstock has 2 sides, as they say. Okay. And while we're at it, let's have a cloud or 2, just because we can. If I can get them off there. All right. Back through the cut and emboss machine. Let's position our bit of washi tape a wee bit better this time, hey? What do you reckon? Okay. And we'll get a couple of clouds out of that as well. I only need 2. Now, there's 2 different size balloons. There's even a heart-shaped balloon if you want to use a heart-shaped balloon as well. Nobody said you have to actually cut the balloons out in the... You don't have to stamp them. You can just cut them straight out of paper. There are some images in the designer series paper that you can cut straight out. That will work for you. Okay. So, but I believe they are the smaller balloon. If you're looking at this piece here, the smaller balloon will cut these ones at the front out. Okay, so you can use them too. Okay, so look, I'll show you. Is that 1 or 2? Feels like 2. Yeah. So where's our smaller balloon? So I'll just show you what you get out of these. So this one here, there's the heart. Which will cut out this heart balloon that's in here. Okay, and then there is the smaller balloon that will also cut out on here. Okay, we're already doing that colour, so we'll just do the balmy blue one. All right. I love it when Stampin' Up do this. This makes it so much, I was going to say more funner, which is not really a word. This makes it heaps cool because the work's already done. So let's see. Okay. Oh. No, it's all good. There's even a little bannery one. Look at that. There's even a little banner. So you could have a bit of fun with that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay. That one's a bit dodgy. That one obviously wiggled, but that's all right. And there's that one there as well. Yeah, that one wiggled a little bit. Okay, so we've got numerous balloons. One of them's stamped and one of them's not, and 2 of them are not. All right, I'll just peel these off. Depending on how old your washi tape is, you just sometimes have to be careful of it because it can pull on the paper a bit. Okay, the other side is also that that heart by itself will make nice Valentine's Day cards. So you can get a bit more bang for your buck out of this one. Just watch out you don't lose this little guy. And there is a smaller one again. Okay. So now we've got, where's our piece of, is that it? That's not it. This one over here. Okay. So we've got some balloons, not this one. That one's dodgy. This balloon here is going to be our feature balloon because it's going to have this across the middle of it. Okay, and I'm going to sit that up with dimensional. So I'll pop that on now. I just love how it looks like it's, I don't know, folded for one of the, like the ribbon's been folded. It's really cool. Okay, so I'll just put this on the dimensionals now and stick it onto my balloon. Take your pick tools hiding here somewhere. Not many people are chatty today. Too hot, they're probably all still in the swimming pool. Okay, so this one here is going to go onto here. You've got to hold your tongue right. Okay, and that one is actually going to sit on here like that. And then what I'm going to do with these two is I'm going to layer them behind, and they're going to layer onto this piece here. Okay, and if I do it right, I do it correctly, that'll hide that fudgy bit there that I've got. And then that one there will hide that. So it looks like, yes, that's looking good. Okay, so let's get some background. So this piece here is definitely going to have our sentiment on it. So this piece measures the 15 centimeters, and I'm going to just cut this basic white piece down to make it so that it fits. I'll just move all these to the side. So when I'm making things for the first time, and I usually have to do a bit of math, I'll often use this ruler. There is a ruler along here that you can use. I've changed this for the metric one, so you can swap this out so you've got centimeters instead of inches. I do have a tendency to use this ruler. And the other thing I bought a long time ago is a little metal ruler from Making Memories. So I do find that really handy. When it comes to rulers, the T-square is also a very handy ruler to have in your kit. Okay. All of my craft girls have got one if they came to the appropriate class that I did that at. So this currently measures just shy of 6.5 centimeters. So we could actually get away with doing this 6 centimeters wide. Okay, and that will fit quite nicely into this piece here. Okay, could make it a little bit smaller if we wanted to, so that we've got a similar gap on the sides as we do on the top of the bottom. However, you're going to have that gap on both sides. So eventually, if you're holding the card out flat, you don't want it to be the gap too big. Okay, if you want it to match your top pieces. So that's 6 centimeters, which if you're talking in inches is 2 inches and 1, 2, 3/8. Okay, and I've currently cut that to, it's 30, it's 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/16. No, that's not right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/16, or 13.8. Okay, so that's what all of the designer series paper has to measure. So let's see what designer series paper we're going to play with. Okay, I'm thinking Oh, that's just all so pretty. There's one here with clouds. There's actually a couple with clouds. Thinking that one's pretty, but we've got that one. Got to keep in mind that I've got purple balloons. All right. I really, really love this piece, and I think I can think of a lot of other things I can do with it. So I'm not going to use it, but I'm thinking I might. Oh, those two? No, do you know what? Got any ideas there, Laurie? What do you think? Those two? Or shall we have? I mean, you could even you could actually use this piece and then blend them up, but that's okay. Let's go with those. Oh, I don't know. It's too hard to choose. There's too many good ones. I think I might, yeah, I think that one's a go. Okay. So this one here is going to be my big piece. So that's going to be, I've scored that, I've scored that at 4 inches. So I'm actually just going to take it down to 4 and, well, it's 10.9, but 4 and, I'm not very good with inches when it comes to this. I'm only the quarters I'm okay with. So that's a quarter, that's an 1/8. This is a 1/16. So the last 16th. So what's that? So that's 15/16. Well, what a mess. And what did we say this one was? That was there. Okay. So that piece is going to sit there. Hopefully it's the same height as my basic white, which it is. All right, which will mean then that'll fold over there. Then I'm going to put dots there. Okay, so this piece here, this one needs me to write it all down, doesn't it? So that's currently measured at 2.5. So there's our 2.5. Let's take off an 8. And take it back, cut it again up here. That's going to be for that piece there. And then we need just one more little strip for this piece here at the front. And you could do something different again. So you could turn this over and put the clouds if you wanted. But what's on the back of here? I'm not going to put the stripes. The stripes will be too busy. So this one here measures, that's just a bit bigger than 1.5, 1.25. So I'll bring it down and do it. There's 1.25. Let's make it just shy of 1.25. So it's a little bit smaller than 1.25 at 1 2/8. Okay. And there. It is such pretty paper. Oh, made that one too long. Okay. Looking good. Okay. So, move all the scraps to the side. So essentially, we've got this, then this, then that, then a blank spot, and then that. If we wanted to, we could turn that over and have it as clouds. But I have cut, that will make This one here will stand out. Actually, I might just leave that one. And this one here will disappear into it. So let's leave this one off and just have our blue one in there. What do you reckon? And then a couple of clouds. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So before I change my mind, let's glue some things down. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. I do love that. I do love that. I really like these stripes. They're lots of fun, aren't they? Okay, so we'll just pop this one on here. Okay. That would work as well. What do you reckon? I think that'd work too. Don't you? Yeah, that looks so good. That'll work as well. So you can have lots of play, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that one. So I'll just glue this one down here, although I do like these dots. Okay. And we'll glue this one down. This is where your tea ruler comes in handy, because you can run it along here at the bottom of the thing and make it so that everybody stays in a straight line. I use it mainly when I'm scrapbooking, I will admit. And then this one here is going to go down here. Might just cut a little smidge more off this one. It's just a slightly bit too big. Talking smidge. So that brings it down to, that cut it at 3 7/8. Okay. That's better. All right. And we've got to hold our tongue right. That is really looking good. You are definitely going to go up there. Now, the other thing that's in here is these really cool twine. Oh, don't forget, I've got to put, wherever that purple one sits, or that freesia one sits, my little basket's got to sit underneath it. So I'm thinking, because I can't have that hanging over too much, and my blue basket just disappears, so that blue basket can go with that balloon there. And I'm thinking, how am I going to attach this one's basket? Need to cut another colour basket, don't we? Okay, so what colour basket shall we have? It does look like it cuts it out in the picture. So maybe I picked the wrong basket. Okay, let's have another look. That's the big basket. Oh, look, there's another basket here. There's that basket and there's this basket. This is the basket I was supposed to cut out. So that basket's a solid colour, that one there, and this basket isn't. That's for our other basket. Okay, sweet as. So let me see, where did my piece of scrap, where did my piece of what is now scrap land that had our baskets on it? That had my baskets on it. Did I still have a basket left? Okay, let's get a basket. The mini would be very handy to have on this table right about now, but it's all the way on the other side of the room. Okay, so I am going to use some washi tape to hold this down. Okay, let's see how well we cut out the basket, guys. I reckon I'm going to stuff it up. What do you reckon, Lol? Okay. I'm not sure, for anybody that can see us, that can see it chatting, or if you're watching it on replay, my auntie's name is Laurie, but I call her Lol. So I'm not laughing at myself, even though it sounds like it every time. Yeah. A good chance I'm going to stuff it up, she says. She's right. But I couldn't have done that better if I tried really, really hard. So how good's that? All right, so now I have a basket for my balloon, which is just going to get attached with the tiniest little bit of glue, because I don't want it to well, I didn't want it to do that, but anyway, I don't want it to stick necessarily underneath. So this one here, oh, that's going to work perfect. Is going to have a balloon there. Down that side of the card. Okay. Then this baby balloon, this little guy here, is going to stick in underneath there. All right. I want it to stay there. So this, now, just to give that a little bit of different colour, I've got a blending brush here. It had some pool party on it, so I've just dampened it with my breath, just to give it a little bit of colour around the edge. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this guy down. Under here. And then this balloon is going to go on top of it. Okay. Now, there is, in case you feel like cutting one out, there is these little pieces, so you can cut out extra little bits to go in here. So if I wanted to, and I probably will actually, I could come along and I could cut out this piece from here of this balloon that I stuffed, and I could put it in the middle there. There's like a skeleton type piece here that you can cut out and you can put in there as well. So there's quite a bit of variety and choice of things that you can do. All right. You could also cut out, there's this plain piece that will go across there. You could cut that out and add the words "Wish Big" to it. I'm pretty sure they will fit. And if they don't, you can pop them inside. All right. So that so far is our front. Now we need to decorate our inside piece. So what I'm going to do with our inside piece, which has done a runner on me, here it is let's stamp it. Okay. We can stamp it with a balloon. All right. Don't know which one's going to fit on there actually. This one here, I'm thinking. Okay. So we'll just get us another block. So this is a 2-step stamp, this part. Okay. You will need your mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a petal pink balloon. Let's give it a bit of a massage. Across everything this works. A petal pink balloon up there. All right. Clean that bit off because that piece is going to go away. And then this piece here, this is really cool, is the other part of it. So, and I might do lemon. I wonder how dark lemon lolly will come out. Actually, let's go with bubble bath because it's darker. Lemon lolly is really pale. That was petal pink that we did before. Oh, this looks like it needs a massage. I've been stamping hearts in here. Bubble bath is really pale as well, but it's pretty. And then this one here actually stamps if you hold your tongue correct. And it makes that balloon. How good's that? Isn't it cute? And then you can put a fluffy cloud with a little bit of edging to it. It's not going to have a lot. It's just a little bit. And you can actually use the clouds to make a little bit of an edge as well. All right. And if you use Pool Party, it's just more subtle. The Balmy Blue's nice, but Pool Party's just a wee bit more subtle. All right. Around the clouds. So you can use these, you can put them onto your piece of cardstock and you can actually use them as a mask, and they'll give you a bit of an edge. All right. Oopsie. You just want it to be subtle. Okay. You can always put more color on. You can't take it off. What do you mean you don't need this one? I'm sure you need this one. This one's really pretty. All right. Oh, stamp set. Where did I put my stamp set? It's right here in front of me. So this is Hip Hip Hooray, it's your birthday. So let's tell them to wish big. And we'll stamp that in Balmy Blue. Wish big. And we'll put a cloud above it. Okay, that's for our inside. So you've got all this space down here to write, okay? So we'll glue this one in. I'm surprised you didn't get this one already, Lol. I love it. I think it's a pretty cool set. So I'm going to put a cloud in here. Not that many people go out ballooning when it's cloudy. It's not really recommended. And I'm going to put a cloud in here. Although one would look good on the front there, wouldn't it? Yeah. All right, I'm going to put the one on dimensionals. So I'll just wipe off a bit of this glue. Because I might stick it to, I'm going to stick a dimensional on it instead. I think it needs another cloud. What do you reckon? Maybe down here or something. Yep, needs another cloud. So let's cut another cloud. I seriously think you're going to love this set, Lol. She says that she won't. Got a big one on the front. Let's get a little one. I could do another couple because I've got a bit of scraps here. I do like using up scraps for stuff like this. I'll often have been known to use lots of them. Okay. Those two. Okay. So we need another cloud for the front. Doesn't want me to pick them up. And I'll put half a dimensional under this one because it's only a little one. There we go. Oopsie, it's running across the table from me. Okay. So this one's just a small piece, but I'm actually going to stick it here like so. Then this one here, I am very tempted to stick up here, but I want the card to sit flat. So where shall we put it? Should we stick it up here? Yeah, let's do that. Stick it up here. Just makes it all run together then. All right, what do you reckon? Come on, Lol, you got to say it's worth it. Okay, and we need some bling. Now, the only thing I didn't use out of the suite was the twine, and I don't know where I could put it. Probably put a bit of a bow over here, but yeah, let's not. I might put some. I'm just going to put some dots up the side here. They could look like little birds flying through the trees. It's actually quite a fun fold now that we figured out how to do it. That's all the colours. How cool do they look? Right, and because I've got all of these pale colours down here, I'm going to use, I think I'll use some of the darker colours. And then when it comes to the dots, you can put them here, you can put them there, you can put them there, but I'm thinking I might just put 3 dots here. Oh, that is quite a nice piece of designer series paper though, isn't it? You could put another balloon on it if you wanted to. So you could have balloons going all the way across. If you had a little person turning 5, you could have 5 balloons on it, for example. So you could have a bit of fun with it. I'm just going to stick these. Oops, that didn't land where I wanted it to. Just force it into submission over there. And then we'll put a little one there and another little one up here. Not a problem. Come on, Laura, you've got to admit, a lot of work, but yes, it would be good for someone special. So, but I guess it all depends. Like, I think all the cards we make, we give to someone special, because all cards are a lot of work. And I think it's only a lot of work because we're trying to figure it out. And then you're going to put a balloon on your envelope, an envelope on your balloon. You know what I mean? A balloon on your envelope. So, and it's up to you what sort. I would suggest this sort, maybe on your envelope. Okay, because this does fit in a standard envelope quite easily. Okay, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Once we nutted out what sizes we were talking, it was much better. All right, well, thanks everyone for joining me. It was good to see you all. It's good to see you, Lowell. If you're watching this on replay, these items are available from the 4th of January. Demonstrators can get it now. If you join, you can get it as part of your kit now. Aside of that, you can wait until the 4th of January, and then you're eligible for Stampin' Up celebration items as well. Okay, so thank you all, and I will catch up with you later. All right, toodaloo.